what should I play? I'm subscribed to. Let me look.
At IHG Hotels and Resorts, you can explore the neighborhood or live like a local. Unplug for the day or plunge into a long weekend. With IHG's 20 hotel brands, you can guest how you guest.
Okay.
1989, my thoughts were short, my hair was long. Caught somewhere between a boy and man. She was 17 and she was far from in between. It was summertime in northern Michigan. Splashing through the sandbar, talking by the campfire. It's the simple things in life, like when and where. We didn't have no internet, but man, I never will forget the way the moonlight shined upon her hair. And we were trying different things, and we were smoking funny things, making love out by the lake to our favorite song. Sipping whiskey out the bottle, not thinking about tomorrow, singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. Singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. Catching walleye from the dock, watching the waves roll off the rocks. She'll forever hold a spot inside my soul. We missed her in the sun, we couldn't wait for night to come to hit that singing place of rock and roll. While we were trying different things, and we were smoking different things, making love out by the lake to our favorite song. Sipping whiskey out the bottle, not thinking about tomorrow, singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. Singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long.
I blocked his ass. I don't see him anymore. I blocked him, and I blocked Canning, and I blocked Darlene, and they'll never get another reaction from me again as long as they live. But this motherfucker, when he took me to court, he continuously harassed me to this day, and that was 2020. So where we at, 6 years? 6 years of talk about a fucking sniveling, disgusting, fucking piece of shit on the planet. Nobody beats out Ross Tucker for being a fucking sniveling, refusing to work DSH's fucking drug addicted piece of shit.
We were trying different things, and we were smoking funny things, making love out by the lake to our favorite song. Sipping whiskey out the bottle, not thinking about tomorrow, singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. 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 Singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long.
Some surveys had several designs. With our input, you're able to shape the type of products that make it into your store.
Booking.com has all kinds of stays because a city hotel is right for some, but not quite right for others. Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com, booking.yeah. Cowboy. Cowboy.
Well, I'm packing up my game and I'ma head out west where real women come equipped with scripts and fake breasts. Find a nest in the hills, chill like Flint. Buy an old drop top, find a spot for pimp. And I'm a kid rocking up and down the block with a bottle of scotch and watch lots of crotch. Buy a yacht with a flag saying chillin' the most. Then rock that bitch up and down the coast. Give a toast to the sun, drink with the stars. Get thrown in the mix and tossed out of bars. Sip the Tijuana, I wanna roam, find Old Town, tell the blues to come back home. Start an escort service for all the right reasons and set up shop at the top of Four Seasons. Kid rockin', I'm the real McCoy, and I'm headed out west because I wanna be a cowboy, baby. With a top left back and the sunshine shining, cowboy, baby. West Coast chill with the moon fire, with a cowboy, baby. Riding that night 'cause I sleep all day, cowboy, baby. I can smell a bit from a mile away. I bet you'll hear my whistle blowing when my train rolls in. It goes like dust in the wind. I once was lost, but now I'm just blind. Palm trees and weeds, scab knees and rice. Get a map to the stars, find hiding place. And if the price is right, then I'm gonna make my bid, boy, and let California hate. Nobody call me a cowboy, baby. With the top left back and the sunshine shining, cowboy, baby. West Coast chicken with the blue fire, with a cowboy, baby. Riding that night 'cause I sleep all day, cowboy, baby. I can smell a bit from a mile away. Yeah, Kid Rock, you can call me Tex. Rolling sunset, woman with a bottle of Bex. See the city in a bed, roll down my glass and said, there it is. Go big gun, swinging spurs in the floor. Call me horse, I'm the boss with the sauce in the horse. No remorse for the sheriff, yes I ain't right. I'ma bring this down bad, the greatest white. Cross chaos, rock like Amadeus. My West Coast pussy for my Detroit players. Now like players, ball like Lakers. They told us to leave the bet, they can't make us. Why they wanna pick on me? Lock me up and start away my creep. I ain't no cheat, I'm just a regular failure. I ain't straight out of Compton, I'm straight out the trailer. Cuss like a sailor, drink like a Mick. My only word for wisdom out of
Radio edit.
I'm making my pick up and down that coast and keep on trucking till it falls in the ocean. With the top left back and the sunshine shining. Spend all my time at Hollywood and Vine. Riding that night 'cause I sleep all day. I can smell a bit from a mile away. With the top left back and the sunshine shining. With the top left back and the sunshine shining. Fast on a rough road, riding high through the the mountains climbing, twisting, turning further from my home. Young, like a new moon rising, fierce through the rain and lightning, wandering out into this great unknown. And I don't want no one to cry, but tell them if I don't survive.
Don't fucking call him a retard. Was I really mad? Don't make fun of his way he talks or anything. He's like, oh no, you know what? You need to take a fucking break. You know what you told JC earlier? It's great to take his time to take a break. Yeah, I know what that's like. Yeah, maybe it's time for you to take a break. Because you've been gone, like, periodically for long periods of time. Like, maybe this isn't a good time for you to do that again.
You can let me down without speaking. Like an unknown stranger, grateful for my time with no regrets. Close to my destination time. Frail and aching, waiting patiently for the sun to set. And when it's done, believe that I will yell it from that mountain. I'm born free. I'm born free. I'm born free. Free. I will bow to the shining seas and celebrate my victory. I'm born free. I'm born free. I'm born free. Born free. Oh, 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 oh,
best deal ever gets you any pizza with any toppings for just $9.99.
A debit card that lets you pay later. One card, 2 ways to pay. Sign up with Klarna now. No credit impact to apply.
You knew that I was coming cause you heard my name, but you don't know my game and never felt my pain. Can't read my brain, but you read my lips and got scared when you heard that I was coming with hits. Now don't even trip, be a man instead. Give thanks I'm alive when I should be dead. I'm in the red cause my mind's distorting. People claiming they know me, but they only know a portion. I'ma move mountains and touch the sun. Don't get scared now, you knew this day would come. So hold your bids, all bets are closed. If you start to it's been a long time coming, we're finally broke. Like it ain't your guy, no joke. Like some goddamn motherfucking kid rocks the blame. Same game, same name, ain't a damn thing changed. No sound, ain't no hope. Fuck the radio, coming from the R-O-N-E-O. Watch me throw like a fist of rage. Self-made and paid, it's all 12 pages. Off that ass for the 9898. Rubber face shake straight from the Great Lakes. 7 years all wax, coming correct, flat out. You kiss me both, that's when I pull a strap out. I get the pop, I'm fucking your hoes, cause they know who's running this shit. Top dog, I'm the CEO, role model, you motherfucking itchy. Role model, clean, pimpin'. Don't sleep, we roll deep in a Lincoln. 4 bones on 100 spokes, we bust dope, more fingers and top dog coats. We float like butterflies, sting like queen bees. Strapped with AK straight from the Chinese. What the fuck's going on in the deep? Bunch of white boys pimping like the KID, and it's all good. I got love for my hobbies. We roll, kick ass like doggies. Anybody fucks with you, I'm gonna laugh them. Devil without a cause, I'm going platinum. I'm going platinum. I'm going platinum. We're going platinum. Devil without a cause, I'm going platinum. I went from St. Clair shores and drink specials and winners to New York City and $700 dinners. From handling sinners and second-hand cheap sex to getting much respect from top record execs. The few kids coming up the bar on out. So shut up now, I put my balls in your mouth. Back that ass horse, I ain't forgot when I was tossed in the dive and left to right. Used to call me Bunny when my nose was fucking runny. Now I'm fucking Bunny's getting fucking Matchbox 20 money. Motherfuckers wanna claim they died, but when it was broken down, I never seen them around. All the shit we talk, all the shit we dream. I did it without you, I got a brand new team. No triple beams, it seems like a movie. Got 2 cribs, drop top, and jacuzzi. No more floozies, only high class hoes. Couple when it rains and a few when it snows. A brand new nose to go along with my habit. And a garden hose made out of 24 karat. Bought a couple parents that like to squawk, and they sound like you and all that shit you talk. Step inside my shoes, you couldn't fill them, doc. You're too old to kid, too soft to rock. Love to shop, 7 years on wax, and I still ain't sold out. And there ain't no doubt in my mind that I'ma stop all over your test of time. I'm going platinum. I'm going platinum. I'm going platinum. We're going platinum. Devil without a cause. I'm going platinum.
I'm a J-O-E to the C, ho. Call me Joe C. Got more game than Kaliko. I'm a freak, ho. Call me sick. 3'9" with a 10-foot dick. The ladies pick. I'm a crazy hit. And rap through Kyle like the bug through rhyme. It's my time, so I'ma shine like light. All this past, as hard as that.
I got a couple more songs though. Let's see, what's a good song? What's a good song for Fogbird?
with many of you here at the procession on the martyrdom anniversary of Imam Ali, alayhi salam. It is a privilege to be here with you once again. I stand before you as the first Muslim mayor in our city's history. And this year as the first Jummah that I have attended in that new position. And to do so together, it is a reminder that in this month of Ramadan, as we find moments of reflection, of recommitment, moments of community, that we always do so together.
Sorry, I don't want to be a
To
Muslim.
be here today, and I'm thankful to have the opportunity to lead our city. Salam alaikum.
I have no idea what he said there. Does anybody? It's in English, I get that. Do so together, and so the city's more divided than ever before. Just so you know, hate crimes against Jews are through the roof. Through the roof. Attacks on the cops are through the roof. He's not going to prosecute those who assaulted cops with snowballs the other day. He humiliated the NYPD. I don't know why the commissioner doesn't resign. Just say, you know what, I resign in protest. I don't know what her deal is. I really don't.
Rip that one off the turntable. I need a guitar song. Hold on.
Just awful. Absolutely awful. Not only that, on top of being a Marxist Islamist, a massive tax increaser, apparently the summon to prayer 5 days, 5 times a day is being played throughout the city, Mr. Producer. Have you heard about that? Now, everybody knows what time to pray if you're Muslim. So why do you do that? You do that to show power and control. That's why you do it. In a non-Muslim majority city, you do that for that reason. That's why you do it. We'll be right back.
Mark Levin. News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
The accident on the outer loop of the Beltway, the Leesburg Pike, now moved to the shoulder, but it is slow from the Leesburg Pike to the Little River Turnpike, and more delays from the Springfield interchange to the Wilson Bridge. Interloop still heavy from the toll road to the spur, and again from 355 to George Avenue, slowing to College Park and Landover. In Virginia, still a couple of accidents to watch out for. One is southbound on Route 1 at Dutchman Drive, with delays beginning at Orton Road, and also in Fairfax City on Virginia 236, Main Street at Trap Road, scene of another crash. And there is a report of an accident in Bowie, westbound on 50 after Maryland 197. Now from GarageRepair.com, the WMAL Storm Watch and forecast.
Mostly cloudy tonight, chance of overnight showers down to 35. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, breezy with a stray shower, highs reaching 59.
The Mega Millions jackpot is getting mega huge. Head to your favorite New York Lottery retailer and grab a ticket today for your chance at a massive win. Currently over $50 million. Good luck, New York. Please play responsibly.
Every sandwich has bread, every burger has a bun, but these warm, golden, smooth steam buns, these are special, reserved for the very best. The Filet-O-Fish, and you can have them too.
Don't miss deals like a Filet-O-Fish or 10-piece McNuggets. Get any two for just $6 and pair them with $1.39 any size soft drink. Price and participation may vary, cannot be combined with any other offer, single item at regular price.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, you're not alone. Most importantly, you don't have to live with it. True Vitality Medical Center restores men's sex lives in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, even when Viagra and Cialis don't work. Here's Dr. Simovitz, specialist in men's health.
True Vitality Medical Center's painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. 98% of patients see instant results right in the office.
Men are now lasting longer than they ever imagined. And the best part, at True Vitality Medical Center, your consultation and first treatment are free. Qualified patients even get their testosterone checked free. Call 703-637-1222. 703-637-1222. Take control of your sex life. Call now. 703-637-1222.
Chris Plant here. Tired of dating online and want to meet real people face to face? Let the professional matchmakers at It's Just Lunch help. After a confidential interview, your personal matchmaker hand selects quality matches for you. They pre-screen every date, and they'll book your reservations at the best spots in town. All you have to do is show up and be yourself. Let It's Just Lunch help you turn new beginnings into lasting connections. Call 202-466-4333 or visit itsjustlunchdc.com.
Imagine having complete clarity about your health, not just test results, but a clear plan built around you. Today, body scans and lab tests are easy to access, but true peace of mind comes from understanding what they mean and what to do next.
At Princeton Longevity Center, we go beyond testing to deliver clarity, strategy, and physician-led care designed to help protect and extend your life.
Our patients work directly with board-certified physicians specializing in preventive and longevity medicine, not algorithms, not generic reports.
But real doctors who understand your history, your risks, and your goals.
Yes, we use advanced imaging and comprehensive diagnostics.
But what truly matters is what comes next.
We interpret the results,
Connect the dots, and deliver a physician-led, personalized plan you can act on with confidence.
because information alone doesn't change outcomes.
Insight does.
At Princeton Longevity Center, your care doesn't end with a test.
It begins there.
Call 888-8000-PLC or visit PrincetonLongevityCenter.com. That's 888-8000-PLC.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
Price war in the term life industry. Rates have dropped dramatically in the past few years. For example, a man age 45 non-smoker can get $1 billion of coverage for $75 per month level rate for 10 years, or a man age 50 non-smoker can obtain $500,000 coverage for a month premium of $110 level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. If you're a smoker, we have great rates for you as well. At Term Busters, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. If you're looking for a new or replacement term life insurance, call Term Busters today for a quote at 1-800-908-7636. You're probably paying more than you should. Call 1-800-908-7636. Remember, 1-800-908-7636. Rate and availability may vary by state. Sample quotes based on preferred non-smoker. Underwriting and exam required. Call 1-800-908-7636 for details. Paid for by Robert Levinger Insurance Agents.
Making sense of your world.
I don't know where to begin.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL.
Thanks for taking my call.
Making sense of the news.
I think the briefing that the so-called 8 in Congress received today was quite eye-opening to them. Schumer's come out, Mark Warner, the vice chair of the Senate Intel Committee, they've all come out, this gang of 8. They were briefed by Rubio and CIA Director Ratcliffe on Iran. And Warner said, it's an extraordinary and serious time. I think it's incumbent upon the president to make the case what our country's goals are, what our counter interests are, and how we're going to protect American interests and the reason. Maybe we'll hear that tonight, but if we don't hear it tonight, we need to hear it very, very soon. Schumer also came out and said it's a very serious matter and the president needs to make the case. You see, because the left does not want us to defend ourselves. The left is trying to conquer us, the left being the Marxists and the Islamists. And they were given information, and I suspect about the ballistic missiles that the Iranians are building with chemical and biological elements in the warheads now. And that they are, in fact, back with the nuclear weapons. And I think all this information was laid out by Rubio and Ratcliffe and more to these Democrats. And apart from a Bernie Sanders or something like that, bad as Warner and Schumer, and they are horrific. It must have been one hell of a briefing. Because they didn't come out of there and say, I didn't hear anything. You know how they didn't say that. They said this is very serious. Very serious. And it is very serious. to keep saying I believe in peace and no more wars, you got to be an idiot. Because you'll get the opposite. The absolute opposite. Some major U.S. banks are publishing aggressive gold scenarios for this year, some as high as $6,300 an ounce. While nothing about the future is guaranteed, that market has already moved faster than many expected. Please listen to this, it's important. Meanwhile, central banks have been accumulating gold. Some estimates show their gold holdings now exceeding U.S. Treasury holdings, signaling gold's long-term confidence. Silver is gaining a lot of attention, not just as a monetary metal, which it is and big time, but also a crucial input for solar and data centers. After sharp moves, markets often pull back as investors look in gains, or they lock them in, I should say. It's less about predicting tomorrow, more about understanding how markets breathe the trajectory. And the trajectory is up. Monetary gold is over 25 years helping Americans understand physical gold and silver. With an education first, no pressure, absolute transparency approach, and support for, among other things, IRA eligible options. Diversification. Diversification, that's the key. Monetary Gold has a complimentary guide, absolutely free, to help you understand precious metals. If you call them now at 877-NOW-GOLD, 877-NOW-GOLD, they're there right now, 877-NOW-GOLD, or visit marklovesgold.com, marklovesgold.com, and request the free guide. Make sure you ask for details. Again, 877-NOW-GOLD. You've heard me talk about this for a long time. You really should pull the trigger. 877-NOW-GOLD, or visit marklovesgold.com. Performance may vary. You should always consult your finance and tax professional. The president knows what's going on. He's briefed hourly. And so the people who are at the White House and the Pentagon or intelligence agencies, wherever they are, leaking to try and limit his options, to try and prevent him from making a military decision, are the worst kind of traitors. They're just traitors. And I would encourage the Attorney General and the Department of Justice to direct the Federal Bureau of Investigation to find out who they are. If they're people who are elected, if they're people who've been appointed, if they're people in the bureaucracy, we need to know who they are. They have violated the Espionage Act at the highest levels of our government in the face of this enemy. We need to know who they are, who they've talked to, their text messages, their phone calls, their emails, their meeting agenda, their schedules. It's not hard to find out. I used to be involved in these.
Sources of income to meet all of our many needs. You know, the 30+9 savings plan can turbocharge our income plan with its 30% deposit match and 9.5% guaranteed annual rate of return, backed by a Fortune 100 company. The 30+9 plan provides safety, security, and peace of mind. It's something everyone should really take a close look at. For free information, call or text 888-411-4130, 888-411-4130, or click this video now to learn more.
You're not alone. Most importantly, you don't have to live with it. True Vitality Medical Center restores men's sex lives in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. even when Viagra and Cialis don't work. Here's Dr. Simovitz, specialist in men's health.
True Vitality Medical Centers, painless breakthrough treatments, eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. 98% of patients see instant results right in the office.
Men are now lasting longer than they ever imagined. And the best part, at True Vitality Medical Center, your consultation and first treatment are free. Qualified patients even get their testosterone checked free. Call 703-637-1222. 703-637-1222. Take control of your sex life. Call now. 703-637-1222.
Hi, it's Jonathan Cotton, and people often ask me, what is the Good Feet store? A shoe store? I respond, we are an art support store. Haven't you spent enough time trying different shoes and all the disposable products that are supposed to make your feet feel better? Go to goodfeet.com to make your appointment today.
What if I told you there was a fast and easy way to breathe new life and beauty into your home? There is with CertaPro Painters. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated right here in your community. The process is worry-free, starting with the free estimate. Then you have reliable communication and professional painting, all at the right price. Do yourself a favor. Schedule a free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C, and bring your home back to life.
Not planning today can cost you tomorrow. Stop worrying and start planning with Trajan Wealth. Contact Trajan today at 202-750-3300 or go to TrajanWealth.com. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Paid advertisement.
WMAL-FM, Woodbridge, Washington, a Cumulus media station.
Making sense of the news.
News Talk 105.9. News now.
WMAL News at 7. Good evening. I'm Barbara Britt. Virginia Democrats moving forward with plans to hold mid-cycle redistricting before the November elections. The Virginia Board of Elections today moving the June primary to August.
It's clear that the primaries were going to have to be delayed if the new district lines come to pass.
Political science professor Stephen Farnsworth.
The question about whether the vote on the new authority for the legislature can take effect is still up in the air. We're looking for rulings from the courts about whether or not these new district lines will be the district lines in Virginia going forward.
Democrats hoping to solidify their supermajority in Richmond. Virginia Governor Abigail Spanberger set to deliver the Democrat response to President Trump's State of the Union speech in just about 2 hours, where he is expected to focus on the economy, immigration, and the midterms.
Not only to tout the achievements he regularly says he doesn't get enough credit for, but also to put his party's midterm pitch in the spotlight before November. Expect a highlight reel touting record stock market highs, cheaper gas prices, cooling inflation, positive jobs data, and big tax returns ahead from the big beautiful bill every Democrat voted against. Immigration also propelled Trump to a second term, but after disapproving polls on ICE's deportations campaign, Trump's recent remarks indicate he'll likely focus on success at the southern border.
That's Fox's Jackie Heinrich. South of the border, hundreds of Americans are still stranded in Puerto Vallarta amid drug cartel violence. The Rotor Act failed today in the House after passing the Senate. It would have required military aircraft to install safety equipment that the NTSB says would have prevented the fatal mid-air collision last January over the Potomac that killed 67 people.
So the idea that this is emerging technology is bull. It isn't emerging technology, and I'm going to call it what it is.
NTSB Chair Jennifer Hemendi says her agency has been requesting that safety equipment for decades. The source of the gas leak in Centerville after the home explosion on February 15th that forced dozens from their homes has now been identified and fixed. National Transportation Safety Board there removing a section of the plastic pipe near the destroyed home on Quail Pond Court, sending it to a DC lab for testing. There are still 19 families, though, that remain evacuated out of their homes. They have to wait for ongoing gas level testing and reconnection for their gas appliances. A convicted drug dealer now suing a Leesburg police officer. The now former police officer reportedly tased the drug dealer, Chanu Payton of Leesburg, during an interaction in June of 2024. Charges of resisting arrest and driving under the influence against Payton were eventually dropped. The lawsuit claims the officer had previous use of force complaints. The reward now up to $1 million in the search for Nancy Guthrie.
Over 3 weeks of waiting, hoping, and praying, Savannah Guthrie saying on Instagram that her mother, Nancy Guthrie, may no longer be alive.
But we need to know where she is.
Guthrie announcing a $1 million family reward for information that leads to her mother's recovery. It's believed the 84-year-old was taken from her home in Tucson February 1st, with investigators saying a masked man captured on doorbell video may have visited Guthrie's home more than once. Jeff Manasso, Fox News.
Traffic and weather net.
You know the DC market. You know that business owners here don't just want ads, they want results. WMAL is hiring a senior digital marketing sales executive. This isn't just a sales job, it's a seat at the table with the region's top decision makers. WMAL is looking for a strategic marketer who has it all. Big ideas, great relationships, digital marketing experience, from creative ideation to final execution. You'll lead the way with a world-class team behind you. If you're a high performer ready to drive the digital future, we want you. Apply now at cumulusmedia.com. Cumulus Media is an equal opportunity employer.
Whether you drive a big rig, a tractor, or a pickup, you know your engine. So when we tell you that Shell Rotella is the heavy-duty engine oil that gives you enhanced engine protection to take you further and save you money in the long run, you don't have to believe us. Try Shell Rotella and you'll decide for yourself. Plus, right now, you can get up to $80 in MasterCard virtual reward cards when you buy Shell Rotella. And you can put your $80 towards anything you like. New fishing rod, a portable grill. What you put it towards is between you and your truck. So get $80 in MasterCard virtual reward cards when you buy Shell Rotella for enhanced engine protection. Go to Rotella.com/rewards to learn more. Shell Rotella, your truck, your call. Valid 2/1/26 to 5/31/26 at participating locations only. Subject to product availability. Reward varies by product. Terms apply. See details at Rotella.com/rewards.
Michelle Murray in the Hadid Covered Community Traffic Center.
You'll still find some delays on the inner loop between the Dulles Toll Road and the spur in between 355 and Georgia Avenue. More delays in towards College Park. Earlier crash on the outer loop at the Leesburg Pike cleared. Some delays still for the Tysons area and still a slow go on the outer loop headed to the Wilson Bridge. Delays begin just after Van Dorn Street. In Fairfax, there is an accident on southbound Route 1 at Dutchman Drive that is causing delays. And in Potomac Mills, there is a crash now on Neabsco Mills Road between Route 1 and Dale Boulevard. And in Bowie, there's an accident on westbound 50 after Maryland 197. Now from GarageBreakCare.com, the WMAL Storm Watch and Forecast.
Temperatures overnight average about 33 to 39 degrees. We'll go from clouds to sunshine for Wednesday with a high temperature somewhere between 53 and 60 degrees. Wind gusts tomorrow about 25 miles per hour. I'm 7 News Chief Meteorologist Monica Johnson in the First Alert Weather Center.
38 degrees in Washington. I'm Barbara Britt on News Talk 105.9 WMAL.
Now on 105.9 FM and streaming worldwide on the WMAL app. Mark Levin.
We've once again made contact with our leader, Mark Levin.
Hello, America. Mark Levin here. Our number, 877-381-3811, 877-381-3811. Tommy Robinson is a citizen journalist and author, free speech activist over in Britain, who was thrown in prison, I think, about 7 months for speaking. And he's been taking on this Islamist wave in Britain, been warning the United States literally for years. For years. And he'd come to the United States to warn we, the people of the United States. And I want to give him the largest platform he'll probably have, which is this one. I mentioned Wiley, Texas, W-Y-L-I-E. I assume that's how it's pronounced. If not, I've never been there. But it's appalling. It sounds like it's not in a terribly populated town. Father at a Wiley Independent School District Board meeting on February 2nd. Listen to this. Just listen to this. All you parents out there and grandparents, listen to this. Cut 4, go.
America is a Christian nation.
Amen.
The principal, 1 year ago, the principal on the same day, World Hijab Day, wore that hijab and said she loved it all caps. 1 year to the day later, on World Hijab Day, Sunday, Monday hits, They're putting our girls in Sharia. They're passing out Sharia pamphlets, hijabs, Qurans, understanding Islam, understanding Sharia. Sharia treats half of this room like. And these women are not. This is not a Muslim nation. This is a Christian nation. That principal knew what she was doing. And I am not believing that was one or two people at that front desk. Fire the principal. You tell the parents, don't go online to get information, but what did they get online? Marco told the truth. That's where they got the information, and you did. Online. Telling us not to go there. This was dawah. Muslim proselytizing. Dawah. It's like me as a Christian going into a school and witnessing to these kids. You want me to do that? Let's go.
You know what's particularly appalling as I listen to this very righteous man. It's funny when the secularists, the Marxists, the Democrats talk about separation of church and state. You've heard that phrase over again. The Ten Commandments, which truly is the law, the core law, belief system, handed to Moses by God, passed on to the Jewish people, passed on and through the Christian people and so forth. You can't even have a display of the Ten Commandments in a school. You can't have silent prayer in a school. All of this has been expunged from the classroom. And now all these Islamists show up over the last 10 or 15 years. And we have principals slipping Korans or pamphlets on Sharia law into little baggies, teaching them about World Hijab Day and so forth. Prayers taking place. The problem is we're weak. Not you and me. I'm not talking about we, the American people. Our institutions, our so-called ruling class, whether it's at the local level with school boards and county commissioners or mayors and councils, they're weak. Zoning boards, weak. Intimidated. Or worse, believers. They have the same at the state level, at the national level, not with Trump, but many congressmen, including Republicans. But the problem is the way our country works, the way our federalist system works, we have many little towns and big cities too. And they have a lot of sovereignty in terms of zoning and teaching. And the Islamist scholars and ideologues, they figured that out a long time ago. So they go into these zoning board meetings, they go into these school board meetings. I can tell you in Loudoun County, they show up at these school board meetings, I'm told, en masse, every single time there's a school board meeting. They're heavily organized. People get intimidated, they get frightened. Or in the case of Democrats, that's their new constituency and they need those votes. And nobody wants to be called an Islamophobe, you know, totally made up term. And yet if you truly follow Sharia law, you must destroy the Constitution. That's my point. You must destroy the Declaration. You must destroy individual liberty and free will. You must destroy all these things because that supplants Sharia, our law. Local, state, federal, constitutional. It supplants it. The ruling class is weak, and by that I mean look at these school boards and look at the teachers' unions. The teachers' unions, the two main unions and their affiliates, are radical left, Marxist unions. That's what they are. It's not like the cops and the firefighters or the plumbers or the electric. No, nothing at all like them. They're not the Teamsters. They are radical left. The education departments in our colleges and universities, radical left. So time and again, what we're seeing in Europe and now what we're seeing in the United States is this combination of radical left and Islamists. And the radical left embraces the Islamists. The Islamists votes for the radical left, and they know damn well they're voting for them in order to devour the institutions, then eventually get rid of them. Get rid of them. They don't matter. Like Khomeini did in Iran. Great alliance in the revolution with the radical leftists, with opposition parties and others against the Shah. They all joined together. They overthrew the government. Then Khomeini slaughtered them all. As the Khomeini today is slaughtering any opposition. This father, I want to salute him. I wish I knew his name. I don't know his name. God bless him. And it is a majority Christian nation. And we should be proud of that fact. I'm proud of that fact as a Jew. Because a majority Christian nation is a benevolent nation. It's a tolerant nation. And Christianity embraces the Judeo-Christian value system. And our founders set up this government, this entire society, as embracing the Judeo-Christian value system fused with the Enlightenment, which is why you have representative government, which is why you have limited government, which is why you have federalism, power sharing. Genius. We're the only country that was ever founded this way, intentionally. The only one. And our enemies know it. Do you know why it's harder to take down America than Europe? Anybody know? Does anybody know why? Because Europe is mostly secular. Despite all the churches, despite all the history, America has been the most religious of the big Western countries. So the Judeo-Christian values, beliefs, teachings, those traditions, those institutions have been a bulwark against Islamism. They've been a bulwark against secularism. The problem is when the Democrats take over and they take over our courts, the 10 Commandments are pushed out of the schools. Why the hell are the 10 Commandments pushed out of our schools? Because you can't teach religion, separation of church and state. That's not what it says. Why shouldn't we embrace our history? Our history includes Judeo-Christian values. It doesn't mean we force them on people. Jews don't force them on people. Christians don't force them on people. Of course, we can talk about it. Islam does. Which is exactly this father's point. Okay, you're proselytizing for Islam. It's called dawah. Dawah. You're handing this stuff out to our kids behind our backs. Well, let us proselytize and talk about Christianity. No, you can't do that. No. Well, then we lose. They win and we lose. They've got the teachers' unions. They win, we lose. They've got the college faculties. They win, we lose. They have the college administrators. They win, we lose. They've got the billions of dollars in oil money coming into our country, buying off weak politicians, buying off lawyers and law firms, buying off businessmen. They figure, and rightly, I am afraid, that they can use their money to buy anyone and anything. I've joked here behind this microphone, I would be a billionaire if they thought they could buy me, Mr. Producer. Never gonna happen. Never, ever gonna happen. I'll be right back.
Mark Levin. News Talk 105.9 WMAL. Making sense of the news.
Every sandwich has bread, every burger has a bun, but these warm, golden, smooth steam buns, These are special, reserved for the very best. The Filet-O-Fish. And you can have them too.
Don't miss deals like a fillet of fish or 10-piece McNuggets. Get any two for just $6 and pair them with a $1.39 any size soft drink. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Single item at regular price.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Support is available 24/7 with VerboCare. We're here day or night, ready whenever you need help. Because a great trip starts with the right support.
It's truck and SUV season at Widget Auto Sales, a used car leader. Just look at the rows of trucks and the rows of SUVs ready for winter, like a Ford F-150 XLT, yours for just $37,999. How about a 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander, just $20,999? Or a beautiful Chevy Truck Z71, yours for $26,999. Rows of trucks and rows of SUVs during truck and SUV season at the veteran-owned Widget Auto Sales, a used car leader and out of Washington Street, or online at widgetautosales.com.
Hey, Doc, nice office. Quick question. If you had to choose, would you give yourself a root canal or run payroll?
Run payroll, no question.
Seriously? Have you run payroll before?
Paying my team with Gusto couldn't be easier. Gusto gives me unlimited payroll runs, next day direct deposits, and automatically files my taxes. Saves me time.
Wow, that's nice.
Over here, Doc. I want payroll too.
Choose payroll without the pain. Visit gusto.com/smallbusiness to sign up for free.
Meet Lee Platts, a renter whose possessions fill not only her apartment, but also the darkest corners of a mini storage unit. A land of both truth and fiction. Truth, everything inside is protected by Progressive. Fiction, one day Lee will fit into her clothes from senior year of high school. Renters, discover coverage for what you love and what you can't get rid of in Progressive's Protection Zone. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers.
1 second, you're enjoying your first day off and forever. Then, mid-lunch, your phone buzzes. A window's been broken at home, and you're miles away. In 1 second, everything can change. That's why ADT offers security systems with 24/7 monitoring, with tech that helps first responders prioritize your emergency. And with the ADT Plus app, you can stay informed and in control of your home from virtually wherever you are. When every second counts, count on ADT. Visit ADT.com to learn more.
Grand Canyon University, an affordable private Christian university, is one of the largest universities in the country, offering more than 285 programs online. In addition to federal grants and aid, GCU's online students received nearly $161 million in institutional scholarships in 2024. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu/myoffer to see the scholarships you may qualify for.
They can seize your property, bank account, and garnish your wages. They cause sleepless nights for millions of Americans. Don't be one of them. If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state, get protected today. Call 800-242-3186. Coast One Tax Group, protecting your bank, home, and your sleep since 2008. With hundreds of 5-star reviews and an A+ on the Better Business Bureau. Call Coast One Tax Group, 800-242-3186. Stanley from New York owed $93,000. The IRS placed a levy on his bank account. Coast One released the levy and settled with the IRS for $2,000. Mark in Michigan owed $225,000. After Coast One stepped in, Mark walked away paying less than $1,500. Call Coast One now. A 10-minute call can save you up to 93% on your back taxes. Get your fresh start today. That's 800-242-3186.
Sponsored by Coast One Financial Group.
Making sense of your world.
There are a lot of things that really tick me off.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL. Making sense of the news.
Okay, well, Democrats are good at being drama queens. They're not very good at much else. They destroy things. You know what's interesting about this as I think about it? When you look in the Middle East, do the Palestinians ever build anything? No, they destroy things. Well, that's not true. Tunnels. They're good at tunnels. Probably be great at building subway systems. I'm just guessing. But you've got several million Palestinians. They get billions and billions and billions of dollars from the UN and the EU, communist regimes. They've got billionaires who run the damn thing, about 10 of them, multi-billionaires. But they keep refugee camps because they're the biggest propaganda opportunity that they have. And but what's been done for science or technology or medicine or anything of the kind? Nothing. Zero. Because it's a fake identity, Palestinians, invented in 1965 by an Egyptian by the name of Arafat. Arafat was never, quote unquote, a Palestinian. He was an Egyptian. And people explain how this whole thing was created by the Soviet Union because Israel refused to align itself with Russia, the Soviet Union, and aligned itself with the United States. There was a great tug of war that was going on early on. I also think about what people say, look at what we give to the Israelis. You know, it's interesting. Let's turn that around just for a moment. We spend tens of billions of dollars to protect ourselves from Islamist terrorists. We worry about terrorists coming into this country. They're not coming from Israel, are they? They're coming from throughout the Middle East, Saudi Arabia, funded by Qatar, coming out of Egypt, coming out of Iran, coming out of Syria. They're not coming out of Israel. We give those countries billions and billions in advanced weaponry. The Israelis take our weaponry, they literally upgrade it, and then they give the technology to Lockheed Martin or whatever the company is. Go and look at it, read it on the internet. They take the F-35, they make it a long-distance fighter, jet fighter, and with heavier armaments. And the CEO at Lockheed Martin or whatever the company was, maybe it was General Dynamics, I don't remember, they said, that is absolute genius. Worth billions and billions of dollars. But look, I'm just one voice. I'm just one voice. There's a whole gaggle of big mouths out there and others. I'm sure they drown me out. Wonderful relationship, the America and Israel. Wonderful. That can't be said with any Arab country. None. We always have to look over our shoulder. We always have to prepare for the terrorists that come out of those countries. Saudi Arabia, 9/11. Qatar, 9/11. Egypt, Muslim Brotherhood. That spawned what? Al-Qaeda. Hamas, Islamic Jihad. Looking over our shoulder. Now, Turkey. Really, modern Turkey founded by Ataturk? Well, they've destroyed him and everything about it. Another Islamist-run regime. National Socialist Islamist regime, by the way. So tonight, you're going to see the State of the Union address right after the program, and you're going to see the Democrats making a spectacle as they believe they should control the House and the Senate and the presidency, as they are plotting and scheming to do exactly that, with more congressional districts, more illegal aliens, making sure voter fraud does take place because they don't want voter ID, counting on the Supreme Court, especially the weak, phony conservatives, of which there are 2 or 3, depending on the issue, to give them their birthright citizenship. Oh, yes. And here's Hakeem Jeffries today, the wannabe Speaker of the House, because he's so smart and he's got so many great ideas. The so-called wannabe Speaker of the House. Cut 5, go.
For those who choose to attend, how would you like to see them behave?
Well, listen, it's my expectation that members who choose to attend will be there in silent defiance, of course, skeptical of the remarks that the president is going to try to deliver in terms of his spin.
There you go. And the others won't be there, he said. They'll be out in another event. So he said that's his expectation. No, that's his directive. That's his order. And when the order goes out from the top of the Democrat Party pyramid, they all follow like lemmings. They're all clicking their heels. Clicking their heels. Here is Representative Angie Craig, Democrat, Minnesota. They have a press conference telling you how they're going to be defined. Cut 6, go.
And I'll just end with this. I would rather stick forks in my eyes than be here tonight to listen to Donald Trump talk about the State of the Union.
I have a better idea. Why don't you stick a sock in your big mouth? You disrespectful kook. I'm so sick of these people who have no class and no respect for these institutions. I'll be right back.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife, and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, ETHOS, ethos.com/Mike.
You know, folks, Americans rely on credit cards for secure payments and seamless transactions. But consumers stand to lose it all with the Durbin-Marshall credit card mandate bill. Big government mandates favor corporate megastores and allow them to choose how your credit card is processed. They might end up using untested payment networks that could jeopardize your data security and rewards. Tell Congress to guard your card, because Americans lose when politicians choose. Visit guardyourcard.com to learn more. That's guardyourcard.com, paid for by the Electronic Payments Coalition.
On 395 in Arlington, the northbound side is jammed up from 110 to the Southwest Freeway exit DC. 66 westbound Merrifield is slow from the Beltway to 123. On the Beltway, Interloop in McLean, stop and go from the Dulles Toll Road to the Cabot John Parkway. The outer loop of the Beltway in Alexandria, that's jammed up between the Eisenhower Avenue connector and the Wilson Bridge. And 95 southbound in Newington, that's jammed up between the Fairfax County Parkway and 123. And now from GarageDoorRepair.com, the WMAL Storm Watch 7 forecast.
Mostly cloudy tonight, chance of overnight showers down to 35. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, breezy with a stray shower, highs reaching 59.
It's truck and SUV season at Widget Auto Sales, a used car leader. Just look at the rows of trucks and the rows of SUVs ready for winter, like a Ford F-150 XLT, yours for just $37,999. How about a 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander, just $20,999? Or a beautiful Chevy Truck Z71, yours for $26,999. Rows of trucks and rows of SUVs during truck and SUV season at the veteran-owned Widget Auto Sales, the used car leader in out of Washington Street, or online at widgetautosales.com.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take Dayquil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the Dayquil.
Undo your flu symptoms with Dayquil Intense Flu. Dayquil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
Dayquil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu medicine. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
The Mega Millions jackpot is getting mega huge. Head to your favorite New York lottery retailer and grab a ticket today for your chance at a massive win. Currently over $50 million. Good luck, New York. Please pay responsibly.
Hi, my name is Lisa, and I'm a licensed psychotherapist, which means my work doesn't magically end when the session does. There are notes to write, appointments to manage, billing, insurance follow-ups, and somehow all that admin used to creep into my nights and weekends. That's why I switched to Simple Practice. Simple Practice is an all-in-one electronic health record built specifically for therapists with HIPAA-compliant tools and high-trust certification, so I don't have to worry about juggling systems or cutting corners just to keep things running. Scheduling, documentation, billing, insurance, client communications, even automated appointment reminders, it all lives in one place. And if you're starting or growing a practice, Simple Practice also offers a credentialing service that helps simplify insurance enrollment, which can be a huge lift when you're starting to scale. Start with a 7-day free trial, then get 50% off your first 3 months. Just go to simplepractice.com. Again, that's simplepractice.com.
Hey, Dad, I've been saving up, and I think I'm ready to buy my own car.
Well, son, I think so too. Now, have you thought about how you're going to finance it?
Not really. I really like banking with Northern Credit Union. They offer loans, right?
Well, of course they do. Your mom and I have banked with Northern Credit Union for a long time and have gone through them for a lot of things, like our home improvement loan for the deck we put on last summer. You should really stop in and see them before you shop around.
Yeah, but look, you can apply for a loan right in your Northern Credit Union mobile banking app.
Oh, really? Well, that's convenient. I knew anyone could apply for a loan at mynorthern.com. Looks like they're making it even easier now.
Apply for your next loan with Northern Credit Union online or in mobile banking. Not a member? Not a problem. Apply for your loan on our website at mynorthern.com. New car, used car, first car, home loan, personal loan, we've got you covered. Visit mynorthern.com to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
The voice of sanity in an insane world. The Mark Levine Show. Call in now at 877-381-3811.
Hello, everybody. So I see our friends have a clock when the State of the Union begins. You say that started this morning, Mr. Producer? 1 hour, 26 minutes, and 21 seconds. To be clear. Wow. And there's a Republican primary for the Senate in Texas. And one of the candidates, I'm not going to get involved in, wanted to come on the program to talk about Islamism and what they're doing and so forth and so on. And I didn't accept because I don't want to get involved in that primary, to be perfectly honest with you. There's two conservatives, there's one establishment guy, and I'm just thinking, I don't want to put my finger on that scale because I don't know what's what. When I know. When it's clear cut, I know. But that's the point. Pure Talk is one of the great entrepreneurial stories in the country. Imagine being a veteran, tired of getting ripped off by AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile, seeing your family and friends getting ripped off, and you say, you know what? I can do better than them. They're charging way too much money. We can use the same exact towers, the same cutting-edge technology, superior 5G coverage, and I can slash the cost because they're really milking the American people, in my humble opinion. Now, the veteran who's the founder, he says, I didn't serve this country to come home to this. So over a period of years, he builds Pure Talk from scratch. A wonderful person, a wonderful company. It was built for you, literally. Pure Talk is an American wireless company that now supports our veterans, invests in U.S.-only customer service team, based in America, hires Americans. So when you call, you're talking to somebody right here at home. Now, what's the big difference? Not only do they have the best customer service in the whole business, Pure Talk gives you unlimited talk, text, plenty of data, all for $25 a month. Those big three. How do you think they became the big three? They charge you hundreds of dollars a month for a family plan. The big three. $25 a month from Pure Talk for talk, text, more data than you'll ever need. No contract, no cancellation fee, no hassles. Folks, don't burn your money. You work too hard for it. Just dial pound 250, say keyword Mark Levin. You'll get 50% off your first month on top of everything else. Again, dial pound 250, say Mark Levin, make the switch to my wireless company, America's wireless company, Pure Talk. All right, the Speaker of the House responding to all these drama queens who are going to be boycotting the State of the Union just as well, had this to say. Cut 7, go.
Democrats, meanwhile, are going to host, count them, 5 separate counter events, rallies of some sort, they call them, in lieu of tonight's address. For all of these theatrics, it doesn't matter how many little gatherings they have or where they stand or how high the volume is on the microphones. They have nothing to offer, nothing but their TDS agenda, the Trump derangement syndrome, and it's on full display. All they can say, all they can tell you about is how they oppose President Trump and thwart his agenda and shut down the government and protest everything from the president's joint address to basic immigration enforcement. And they obstruct any meaningful progress for the sake of obstruction. It's the same tired playbook that they've run for a decade now. It's shameful that they would boycott an address. We don't do that. Republicans don't do that. Doesn't matter if there's a president from the opposing party. We don't skip out. Our constituents want and need us to be here. Every member of this House represents over 750,000 people. They're disenfranchised if you're not sitting in the seat to be a part of the role and the responsibility of Congress. I think it's shameful.
But something he said was really very, very important. That they do this now all the time. You see, ladies and gentlemen, they don't care about the country. They don't have anything to offer but more government that empowers them. Vote for us, we'll change the Supreme Court. Vote for us, we'll change the citizenry. Vote for us, we'll change the economic system. Vote for us, we'll undermine the cops, federal, state, and local. Vote for us, we'll put activists on the Supreme Court. They don't say that, but that's what they are. So they want to destroy what is, the institutions that exist. Even just showing up for a speech is too much for them. Too much. And too much for their base, which is increasingly radical. I have to be honest, increasingly made up of foreigners. That base. And by the way, I love foreigners who are here legally, assimilate, and are patriotic, and I meet a lot of them. Those aren't the foreigners I'm talking about. No. I'm talking about those who come to change the country. Those who hate the country. They're all Democrats. They all vote Democrat. They don't vote Republican. And then we get this Marxist line from Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren, the Trump economy works for billionaires, and they just repeat this stuff. Now they're smart enough, not smart, but smart enough to know that that's BS. But they also know that repetition, backed by the media, works. So here's Elizabeth Warren yesterday on CNN. Cut it, go.
I will be there. And I will be there as he tries to put a spin on this economy, a happy face on an economy where he promised for an entire year when he was running for president, he would lower costs on day one. And here we sit on day 400. Cost of groceries is up.
Now, here's the deal. What he's done is he's increased take-home pay by reducing inflation. So several thousands of dollars worth per family. What he's done is he's lowered gasoline prices to the lowest level in over 4 years. And many food products, the price is down on meat, on sugar, on salt, and I could go through many others. Some it's not, because he's not able to control the whole supply chain and, you know, from the field to the supermarket. But he's done an enormous amount. He's gotten the interest rates down despite the resistance from the chairman of the Fed. The stock market's a record high. That's not for just billionaires. That's for anybody who's got a pension, an IRA, a 401k. You look at it, you see it's way up. That's good for you and for employment and for investment, and for capital growth and expanding your facilities. That's all good. It's not bad. Of course, the Marxists in the Democrat Party think it's all horrible. I remember when the economy was chugging like never before under Reagan. Massively exploding growth. And they were talking about the billionaires and depression. Same thing. Meanwhile, they created the inflation situation. They drove up prices. They created scarcity. Look what they're doing in New York. They got the man they wanted, the left, a Marxist Islamist, right away with the massive increase in property taxes and rents and all the rest of it. You can't even compare New York to Florida, California to Florida, Illinois to Florida. There's no comparison. The people in Florida have a freer life, a more affordable life. Well, how about Massachusetts, where Elizabeth Warren comes from? It's in a very expensive state with high taxes, high housing costs. And we can go on and on. Elizabeth Warren. Tax cuts for billionaires. Let me ask you a question. Why would anybody even want to just have tax cuts for billionaires? If you're trying to get elected to office or get your party elected in a midterm, it doesn't even make any sense. If you're not redistributing wealth, if you're not punitive in your taxes, they'll just say tax cuts for billionaires. If you have tax cuts across the board, as Reagan did and Trump has, they'll say tax cuts for billionaires. They won't mention no tax on tips, no tax, in many cases, on Social Security, no tax on overtime, no tax if you're trying to help a family member who is an extremist. What about all of that? What about tax deductions coming in the near future for auto loans? The interest on auto loans. That's right. You enjoying your healthcare expenses? You can thank Obama and the Democrats. Obamacare drove up the cost of healthcare like never before in American history. Never before. And they say the answer is to subsidize it. And when you subsidize it, you get more of it, and it becomes less and less and less affordable. A government that is in trillions and trillions of dollars in debt. The Democrats have no answers. Now, why is that, America? Because they're not driven by economics. They're driven by ideology. And they're driven by a radical left ideology, an anti-capitalist, anti-individual liberty ideology. More and more centralization of power, centralization of government, taking wealth from the private sector, giving it to the bureaucracy, regulating every aspect of business, of your life. Well, you're not going to get growth. This is sort of neo-Marxism, or as I wrote a whole book, American Marxism. It's a big problem. I'll be right back.
Mark Levin. Making sense of your world.
Greatly appreciated.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL.
I love listening to you.
Making sense of the news.
Our Q4 roadmap includes omni-channel payment.
This season, it's not about their rules. Lucky Rebels taking the odds back from the suits. So rebels like you can make your own rules. When it's 4th and long, you're not made to punt. Bet the way you live, like a rebel. Join the rebellion and get a $1,250 bonus at luckyrebel.la.
Hey, Dad, I've been saving up, and I think I'm ready to buy my own car.
Well, son, I think so too. Now, have you thought about how you're going to finance it?
Not really. I really like banking with Northern Credit Union. They offer loans, right?
Well, of course they do. Your mom and I have banked with Northern Credit Union for a long time and have gone through them for a lot of things, like our home improvement loan for the deck we put on last summer. You should really stop in and see them before you shop around.
Yeah, but look, you can apply for a loan right in your Northern Credit Union mobile banking app.
Oh, really? Well, that's convenient. I knew anyone could apply for a loan at mynorthern.com. Looks like they're making it even easier now.
Apply for your next loan with Northern Credit Union online or in mobile banking. Not a member? Not a problem. Apply for your loan on our website at mynorthern.com. New car, used car, first car, home loan, personal loan, we've got you covered. Visit mynorthern.com to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Every sandwich has bread, every burger has a bun, but these warm, golden, smooth steam buns, these are special, reserved for the very best. The Filet-O-Fish, and you can have them too.
Don't miss deals like a fillet of fish or 10-piece McNuggets. Get any two for just $6 and pair them with $1.39 any size soft drink. Price and participation may vary, cannot be combined with any other offer, single item at a regular price.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Finding a hoodie that lasts through the season can be tough. The American Giant Classic Full Zip hoodie is made to last a lifetime, so you can count on it year after year. The iconic Classic Full Zip hoodie is the jacket that started it all for American Giant. Custom heavyweight fleece and side panels for mobility make it the best hoodie ever. Every American Giant piece is made in America and designed to last. No exceptions. The result is durable clothing, like the premium Slub Crew tee, no BS high-rise pant, and slim roughneck pant that become part of your life. Snag the hoodie that will bring you comfort for life. The American Giant Classic Full Zip. Save 20% off your first order at american-giant.com when you use code STAPLE20 at checkout.
Things people don't believe in. Little green aliens. Bigfoot. And that Spectrum TV combines all your favorite streaming apps with live TV at no extra cost. But that one is actually true. You get over $100 worth of streaming apps like HBO Max, Hulu, Paramount Plus, Peacock, AMC Plus, and more, included with live TV at no extra cost. It's only the way TV should be. It's only everything. Learn more at SpectrumTV.com.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
Too much for term life insurance? There is a tremendous price war in the term life industry. Rates have dropped dramatically in the past few years. For example, a man age 45 non-smoker can get $1 billion of coverage for $75 per month level rate for 10 years, or a man age 50 non-smoker can obtain $500,000 coverage for a month premium of $110 level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. If you're a smoker, we have great rates for you as well. At Termbusters, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. If you're looking for a new or replacement term life insurance, call Termbusters today for a quote at 1-800-908-7636. You're probably paying more than you should. Call 1-800-908-7636. Remember, 1-800-908-7636. Rate and availability may vary by state. Sample quotes based on preferred non-smoker. Underwriting and exam required. Call 1-800-908-7636 for details. Paid for by Robert Levenger Insurance Agents.
Making sense of your world.
I agree with everything you're saying.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL.
My heart is great for what's going on.
Making sense of the news.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to encourage you to check out today's video podcast. I think it's, of the four that I've done so far, I believe it's the most important. And maybe you can get sort of in the hang of doing this. Maybe you can't do it all the time, but we're only doing it 3 days a week for about 45 minutes each time. And you go to YouTube, and you can subscribe there. It's absolutely free. In fact, you don't even have to subscribe. You can just view it there. And Rumble, which has been wonderful to us, you can go there and follow us and view it there. I just want to encourage you to go ahead and do that because it's a very, very important episode. And I did it this morning. It takes time to get production all set, and then we put it out as quickly as we can by noon. So it's basically been in the can for about an hour, and then we put it up at noon, so it's really as live as it can be. And please give it a look and tell other people too. It's called Liberty's Voice. You go to YouTube, Liberty's Voice. You go to Rumble, Liberty's Voice. We will be adding additional sites down the road soon. But right now, I want to particularly thank Rumble for what they've been doing. YouTube. Again, Liberty's Voice at Rumble, Liberty's Voice at YouTube. And I get into the history. Well, I know, but if they just type in Liberty's Voice, they'll find it. So I'm just saying, Mr. Producer is very accurate. He's saying at Mark Levin Show on Rumble. But you can do at Mark Levin Show on Rumble, but Liberty's Voice, you'll be able to find it. You can find it on our mothership website, marklevinshow.com. We have all the links there. We have all the links, by the way, on our social sites. So if you go, for instance, to X, there's the link directly to Rumble and to YouTube. So I want to encourage you to do it. We want to build a juggernaut of an audience in our video podcast, overlay it with our radio audience, and ultimately with our TV audience too. So this is part of the activism we talk about, the mission that we talk about, because we're about saving this country from all these forces that are about killing us. Killing the country, I should say. It's very, very important. So I hope you'll check it out. And there's a lot of tremendously interesting information that I dug up about Benedict Arnold, about Father Coughlin, about Tucker Carlson, and I wrap it with a big red bow. At least you're going to be intrigued by it, right? At least you're going to have being inquisitive about it. But you're smart in this audience. It's the most pro-American, I think, certainly one of them, I should say, pro-American video podcasts out there. All the others are tearing down the country and doing these other things that are just disgusting. I do not drop F-bombs. I don't curse at all. And I don't show skin. No facelifts, no hairdos, obviously. And what else? I don't smoke pot. I don't bring on Nazis. I would never bring on like a Candace Owens, a Bannon, a Gates, a Kelly, of course, a Carlson. We'll leave them to their own designs. But I do this for you. I do it for you. I don't do it for hits. I don't do it for numbers. I don't need to do any of that. But I want to do it so we can build the biggest audience possible and get our movement all fired up for the midterm elections. So I hope you'll participate. We need your participation. So it's at Rumble, the Mark Levin Show, but it's called Liberty's Voice. And at YouTube, again, Liberty's Voice. And we link to it on my social sites. It's there on X. It's all over all my social sites. And you can join us there. I know the costs of insurance are going way up thanks to Obamacare and the Democrats. The cost of interest on credit cards ridiculously high. We've had to use those credit cards really initially as a result of the massive inflation created by, again, the Biden regime. The debt's piling up, and you're not alone. If you're a homeowner, you might have considered reaching out to American Financing, but you hesitated. You said, I don't want to give up my low mortgage rate. Now, if you don't have a low mortgage rate, there's really no reason not to contact American Financing tonight, immediately. But they've also created the Smart Equity Loan for those of you who do have low mortgage rates, because it offers a fixed rate on the rest of your other debt, one predictable monthly payment. It lets you use your home's equity to pay off high interest debt, free up your cash flow, still keep your existing mortgage intact and the low rate, if that's what you've got. No upfront fees to find out if you qualify. Here's the number, 888-900-1828. Please give them a call, 888-900-1828, 888-900-1828, or visit AmericanFinancing.net.
NMLS 182334, NMLSConsumerAccess.org. APR rates for in the 5 start at 6.196% for well-qualified borrowers. Call 888-900-1828 for details about credit costs and terms.
Holy mackerel. Whatever he said. Next hour, we're going to have Tommy Robinson on. Those of you who are familiar with him and track him in the media and so forth, he's really fantastic, very brave young man. A citizen journalist, author, free speech activist. He was thrown in prison for a little period. He's going to come on a few minutes after 8. He's been fighting this wave of Islamists coming from the Middle East and elsewhere into Europe, particularly into his home country of Britain. He's here for a period of time to warn Americans. He says it's happening right here in America. And before it gets out of control like it has in Britain, in France, and really all of Europe, except for maybe Hungary and Denmark, but that's about it. He's warning us, we, the American people, and I thought you should hear from him. You can also visit trfilms.com. to find his documentaries. I'll fill you all in next hour. We'll be right back.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
Every sandwich has bread, every burger has a bun, but these warm, golden, smooth steam buns, these are special, reserved for the very best. The Filet-O-Fish, and you can have them too.
Don't miss deals like a fillet of fish or 10-piece McNuggets. Get any two for
I'm
just
going to
$6
end it.
and pair
I'll
them
be
with
back later.
$1.39 any size soft drink.
I'm leaving.
Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Single item at regular price.
It's truck and SUV season at Widget Auto Sales, a used car leader. Just look at the